How's it going, everybody? This is Adam with Adrenaline Cycle coming at you with a video today on some mud fun. We're talking about the Defender Max 2024 XMR. And as always, we get the ones with the doors, guys. We're not buying the ones without the doors because up here, we're not mud bogging. We're more trail riding, but people like this because they get the Smart Lock diff in this. And it's a really capable machine, just more than a mud machine. So really the biggest difference from 23 to 24 is color change this year. They did move the arms forward on these a little bit, so you can clear a 32 on stock stuff, which is really good. And we know that because we put them on them already. We've had several limited cabs leave with 32s and it's same suspension, so works out really good. These do come with like the Swamp Force tires from last year's. This is really a capable tire, guys. It rides really decent on the black top and still performs out in the trail or on the farm. You know, I wish they'd put it over on the X3 XMR because it'd work really good for that too. We've had good feedback, and just overall the tire does good. We'll start here at the front again, talk about some of the highlights that you guys might not know that's never owned a XMR. First thing out of the gate, you will get a different bumper than what you have on an XT. XT's down low. The winch will come out here typically. So now you got a pull spot here, and then up front, they've put a bumper and raised the winch up to the top of it to keep it less apt to be buried in the mud in case you did need it. So that's really good. High clearance arms, we talked about that they are forward now more than what they was in the past. So that'll let you clear the 32s. That works really good. Some people ask questions a lot when customers come in here. The XMRs do not come with roofs like the XT. That's a question for BRP people. You're spending this kind of money, put a damn roof on it. I mean, really, come on, BRP. I'll argue with them on that all the time. But it doesn't come with a roof, but you can buy one, obviously. It does have signature lights up front, which are really nice. I like that. You get that over from like the limited models and things like that. The headlights still are just traditional bulbs. They're not super LED or anything like that. They work, do the job, but I'll be honest with you, we swap them out for LED light bulbs and they work great. So just a tip on that, guys. You don't have to put a light bar on. You can actually just pick you up some Amazon light bulbs and get you some bright headlights. So that works. Coming on back, like I said, we talked about the doors. Basically, these are the doors that is on the Limiteds, just don't have the glass in the upper frame. We haven't had any trouble with these. We sold a lot of 23s and a lot of 22s. And, I was worried about the doors, being beat up or tore up. They're tough, guys. I mean, the hinges are built on these really good. They don't have issues there. The painted panels and the door latches are holding up. Like I said, the people we sell these to are trail riding. Everybody's like, oh, the latches are break. Dude, they're fine. I haven't had a customer come in and ask for a latch. Comment down below if you had broken one, because we haven't seen it, and we probably sold 100 of these. So, I mean, it's just not there. Cool feature on the XMR, you do get some sport flares, which is kind of nice to have to help keep some of the mud off your machine. And then you also get the rock sliders in black, which I wish they would have done red or silver to make it pop a little bit, because I mean, they're charging you for it. It ought to look like you're getting a little something. The black works, but it just doesn't pop. And red or silver, either one on that would have been really nice. The interior, we'll talk a little bit about it. The doors are the double-sided, so you got an outer skin and an inner skin, which gives you some storage down here. You got a nice pull handle up here to shut the door, pull it shut instead of having to reach out where it might be muddy or something. And then your handle here works just like your car. Up here we do mount mirrors. We use the seismic mirrors on these and they work great. We put them on Limiteds, on XMRs. These doors will accept that pretty easy and works out really good. Do got cable limit straps. I do like that. Back in the day they wasn't cable and they were junk and led into a bunch of other problems. Nice bolstered seats, and they're black, so they don't have that ugly tan. Black is black, and black goes with anything, so works out really good. You got the flip down in the middle. If I can figure out how to do it, it's been so long. I'll go the other way. There we go. So you got that for a cup holder, and there's a bunch of options out there, guys. I see people raising them up for an actual armrest or whatever. I get it. It's what you want to do. These things are extremely popular and able to buy accessories for. Let's go on to the back here. Being the 6-seater, we don't get a whole lot of call for the 3 seats. The 6 seat is really our bread and butter. And again, you get the bolstered seats in the back. You do get the little headrest here to, keep you from, rolling back into this support here. Again, the back does have the little rest as well. And those cushions will flip up out of the way if you want to put your dog back here and things like that. Again, you get the double wall door, which is really nice. And you get the added storage down here. I will tell you what these are great for, guys. 2 things: tow straps and toilet paper. But in a Ziploc bag, because if you don't put it in a Ziploc bag, it ain't gonna get used. But those are really good out of the way, spots, but they're there when you need them. Coming on around the back, like I said, the XMR, silver color's new this year. It looks really good, and they carry it down the bed as well. We'll pop here and check out the engine. I'll go to the other side and point some things out. It's pretty straightforward, guys. It's the typical HD10 engine, 82 horsepower, tons of torque. I mean, it'll pull whatever you need around the house if you got enough sense to know not to pull your house or your trailer or whatever. But coolant reservoir tank, you can just visually check it if you want every now and then. The big tall snorkels, so I mean, you can get into water up to here, so basically you'd be about drowning yourself before you drown the engine, which is good for some people. Air filter, easy to access. Check your oil over here, is real easy to access. Fuel tanks over here as well. I will tell people on this, guys, when you're putting fuel in these things, I don't care what fuel you use. You can run off hopes and dreams if you want. But the main thing I have seen on some Defenders is dirt. Watch around your cap when you're taking your cap off that, it's not caked up in dirt, because the fuel pump has a filter sock on it, but they will get gummed up, and we've had people come here with performance issues, and it's the sock on the fuel pump. And most time it's farmers, guys, to be honest with you. They're just using it, and it's just, it's a machine and a tool for them. So just a little heads up, and just make sure when you're putting fuel in your machine, you clean around the cap so the dirt don't fall down in there and cost you a fuel pump or filter later on the pump. So nothing too crazy there. The big bed on the back, I like these, guys. If you don't know what a Defender can do, this thing will haul a whole pallet. A lot of our guys like using it for going down to our local feed store. They'll get a pallet, load it on their truck, go home, put it on this, and then just run it back and forth, with, stacked, this high, to have 800,000 pound of feed on there stuffed in the bed of this on a pallet. Makes it so easier, saves the guy so much time, because they don't have to hand stack it. They can stick the whole pallet in the bed and it goes. So that's really cool. Really nice setup. Like I said, you get the 2-inch receiver hitch in the back. You got nice red arms with some clearance to them, a little bit of arch. Nothing too crazy, but does the job really well. Let's step inside, Josh, and we'll talk about some of the features in there. All right, guys, we're in the inside the cab of the machine here, and it's, it hasn't changed, that I can tell, but just letting you guys know that might not know, the seats do flip up. The XMRs do come with this extra storage over here. This is a good thing. Really, honestly, guys, when I'm riding one, I use this for a garbage can. I'll just put, my pop cans in there, my snack can bags in there, whatever. And then when I get home, it's just so easy just to pick it up, take it over the garbage can, dump it out, and it's good to go. Really good thing to have there. The toolbox, glove box, I mean, really, honestly, guys, most time, I got a windshield and stuff. I'll keep like my cleaner and my paper towels in there to clean my windshield and stuff off with. But it does come out, if you're working it, and you need, whatever, like just some small hand tools in here to mend a fence or something or whatever. That's easy to do with that as well. You got the tilt up and down wheel on this as well, which adjusts to different drivers. The seat does move back and forth as well. And then we do have the park brake down here, which is really nice when you push the brake all the way down. I think, do you lift that up, Josh?
Yeah, you raise it up.
Yeah, you push the brake all the way down, and you lift this up, and it will lock and put basically a park brake's what it is. So if you're parking on a big hill, especially if you got a trailer or a big load on here, use that function, guys. It just saves a lot of wear and tear on your transmission by instead of just throwing it in park and let the transmission hold all that weight, and then when you get ready to take back off, you're popping it down and it banging and clanging in the back. So just keep that in mind. Over here we got our front diff lock switches. So you can diff lock, go to trail, mud, and then you can actually lock it there, and it tells you all this in the dash as well. Another cool feature we have on these is the rear diff lock and unlock. So if you are using it around the yard and you don't want to make the missus mad, you can unlock that rear diff to help save you some, you know, tearing up your yard and hearing about it. But that's some cool features. We got the winch and the headlights on the other side of the dash, which is easy to get to. Again, just simple. And then, like I said, my favorite storage on this whole unit is right here. Nobody knows it's there, so typically keys and wallet wind up in there, and then most times I forget it and go in the house, and the next morning I'm back out in the garage to get my keys out. So works out really good. You do have tons of storage in this thing up here. This one works really well too, and it really winds up with my phone because it's got a USB charger in there, right, Josh?
No, this is a 12-volt port.
Is that what it is?
No, it is USB.
Yeah, these come with USBs in there, and most people don't ever know what's in there, guys. So we've had customers not even know that this lifts up on a Defender. So if your Defender has the big dash, it will have this that lifts up. So remember that. If you got the small, what is it, a 7-inch dash, it won't lift up. But if you got the big 10-inch dash, it will lift up. So that's really cool. And that's something that you need to know about. Because like I said, I always leave my phone in that one and leave it on charge, so it works out really good. All right, guys, that's about it on the walk around for the 2024 Defender XMR. Like I said, a great color. When this color come off the truck, everybody here was excited about it and really liked it, and thought, you know, it looked really good compared to last year's color, because I was a little over the 2 year of a special colors. I just really like to see it 1 year and move on to a new color. And this color looks really good, so glad to see it. As always, guys, hit that like and subscribe down below, and comment if you got questions, because I'll answer them. I answer all the comments, and we hope to see you guys out on the trail sometime.